Ever feel like every time you build momentum, life just throws a curveball? Work crisis, family stuff, you are exhausted, and by Thursday during the week, you just feel off track. And suddenly you feel like all of the progress you've made is gone and you are starting from scratch. Now, that cycle used to be my reality too. I thought consistency was about having the perfect routine or being disciplined. But what I found out is that it actually boils down to one simple mindset shift. And once I made that shift, everything changed. The way I approached productivity really changed drastically. I went from constantly feeling off track and beating myself up to being able to reset quickly, stay focused, and build momentum, even when life got messy. And in this video, I'm going to share that exact mindset shift with you. So stick with me to the end. Because if you've ever felt like you're capable of more, but you just can't seem to stay consistent with your goals or make any progress that really means anything, this right here could be the breakthrough that you've actually been waiting for. Hello there, my name is Laura. I help working women find the time to build their creative side hustles and achieve their personal goals without burnout. So you don't need more willpower, right? You need a way to quickly reset when life happens. And today I'm going to share the mindset shift and the simple routines that keep me consistent. So if this video is helpful, if you like this video, please like, subscribe to this channel, hit that bell so you're notified every single week when I drop a new video. So what was a mindset shift? And that is simple. It was staying grounded in my why and my values. Now let me explain that. So here's what I realized. The reason I kept falling off track wasn't because I wasn't motivated or I wasn't disciplined enough. It was because I lost sight of why I was doing what I was doing in the first place. What is the reason why I want to achieve whatever goal that I wanted to achieve? So your why is a deeper reason behind your goals. It is a thing that makes all of the effort worth it. So it's not about hitting a specific milestone or making X amount of money. It is about the values and the life that you're building. So what happens when you lose sight of your why? Let's talk about that. Now, when you don't stay grounded in your why, that is when the cracks start showing up. You set goals with the best intention, but without a deeper anchor, it is easy to get pulled off track by things that feel or look urgent and exciting in the moment. This is what is called shiny object syndrome, right? A new side hustle idea pops up and suddenly you're ready to drop everything and start afresh. You see someone else succeeding online and you feel like maybe I should be doing that too. You pile more onto your plate because you feel like being productive means doing more instead of staying focused on what matters most. And the result, you feel scattered, you feel inconsistent, and you feel like you're always behind. You're always trying to catch up. And instead of making progress, you end up spinning your wheels, being busy but not moving closer to the life that you actually want. Without your why, productivity becomes all about hustle, checklists, and external pressures. And that's when burnout creeps in. That's when you start questioning yourself, you start doubting your goals, and you even feel like maybe you're not cut out for this. However, when you do stay connected with your why, and we'll go deeper into this later in the video, you filter out the noise, right? You don't need to chase every trend or idea because you're clear on what is aligned with your values and what isn't. Your life keeps you steady when life gets messy, and it keeps you focused when distractions pop up. So here's the truth. Motivation fades, distractions are always going to be there, but your why is what keeps you moving in the right direction. Now for me, my why has always been about freedom, fulfillment, and impact. Right? Freedom from feeling like my 9 to 5 was the only option. Fulfillment from building something of my own that lights me up creatively. And impact, which is helping other women just like me who are juggling full-time jobs and creative dreams as well as personal goals, finally feel in control of their time and their lives. It is helping women build their dream by building a stress-free productivity system based on their values, not fear, not hustle culture. So when I stay grounded in that why, everything changes. Suddenly, I'm not just forcing myself to check off tasks, right? I am making intentional choices that aligns with the life that I want to create and the impact that I want to leave. And even when life gets messy, my why becomes my anchor. It reminds me of what matters most, and then it pulls me back on track. And here are 3 reasons why this really matters for productivity. Number 1 is your why fuels consistency. When you're tired or overwhelmed, discipline might not be enough. However, your why gives you a reason to keep showing up. Right, to consistently move forward. Secondly, your why simplifies decision making. Now, instead of chasing every shiny new idea or feeling guilty for not doing enough, you can filter everything through the lens of your values and simply ask, does this align with my why? If not, you let it go. And finally, your why makes progress meaningful. Productivity isn't just about getting more done, right? It is about moving in the direction of a life that actually fulfills you. So here's a mindset shift. Instead of trying to push yourself with willpower, start pulling yourself forward with your why. That is what helped me build a system that fosters consistency and progress every single day. Not because life got easier or I got more time, but because I had a foundation that kept me grounded no matter what was happening around me. So let's dive into what actually happens when you stay grounded in your why. Now, when you stay grounded in your why and your values, the way that you approach productivity changes drastically. It's no longer about forcing yourself to do more or chasing perfection. It's about building a system that gives you room to grow, to make adjustments, and to keep moving forward. And now here's what that actually looks like in practice. Now, the first thing is you focus on grace-based planning. Now, instead of beating yourself up when life gets in the way, you give yourself grace. You understand that that one-off day doesn't define your progress, right? Skipping a workout, missing a side hustle session, or you simply just resting doesn't mean failure. It is part of the process. Now, when your planning is anchored to your why, you do not see setbacks as proof of you not being disciplined enough. You see them as opportunities for you to reset and keep going. Now, the second thing that happens when you stay grounded in your why is you build flexible systems, because a rigid plan shatters the moment something unexpected happens. However, when your system is grounded in your values, it is flexible. You're able to adjust your weekly plans without really losing sight of your bigger vision. Flexibility doesn't mean you're inconsistent. It simply means your system works with your real life instead of against it. And lastly, staying grounded in your why means you have a weekly reset anchored to your values. Now, this is where the magic happens, right? At the end of each week, you check in with yourself. And this is not just to review tasks, but this is to realign with your why. You need to ask yourself, did the way I spent my time this week actually reflect my values? Did I move closer to the life that I want to create? And if not, you reset and you adjust. This keeps you from drifting and ensures that your actions are always tied to what matters most. And the result, you feel calmer, you feel clearer, and you simply feel more confident. You stop wasting energy on guilt or comparison, and you start building a rhythm of progress that's sustainable without or regardless of how messy life gets. But here's the truth. Staying grounded in your why doesn't just make you more productive. It makes you more at peace, more intentional, and helps you stay consistent. So you don't need a perfect routine, right? You need an anchored one that is anchored to your why and protected by your values. That's how you reset fast, plan with grace, and stay consistent even when life gets messy. So that's the mindset shift that helped me, or really shaped how I approach productivity. It is what helped me break free from shiny object syndrome, stop beating myself up when life got messy, and finally stay consistent without burning out. And here's what I want you to know. You do not have to figure all of this out on your own. If you've been struggling to stay consistent with your creative dreams as well as your personal goals while juggling a demanding full-time job, I'd love to help you. I'm offering free clarity calls where we're going to uncover your why, identify what's keeping you stuck, and design a simple, flexible system that actually works for your real life so you can finally follow through on your goals. So let's start this year with momentum and actually maintain it beyond March and April. So the link to book your free call is down in the description box or the comment section below. But before you go, what's your why in one sentence? And what is your top value that's going to help you protect that why this month? Make sure you comment below. So thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please do not forget to like, share with someone who needs a productivity boost. Please subscribe to this channel. Watch this video on the screen next, which is going to give you the step-by-step system that you need to achieve your goals this 2026. You definitely want to watch that next. Thanks again for watching, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye.